What's up YouTube, Capital G here, got a really awesome and spicy duel for you guys to check out. This is going to be one where both players are going to have incredibly powerful pop-offs, and actually it's going to be so crazy that you might not want to blink, otherwise you might kind of miss the duel. It's going to be that fast and that furious, and it's actually kind of easy to see what the pop-off for the Yosenju player is going to be if you know what a lot of these cards do. Leeching the Light is just one hell of a card. People used to play it way back in the 5Ds days as kind of like, not, well, yeah, it was basically used to counter the agent deck, because you could have your opponent, maybe they have like a really big monster on the field, a Master Hyperion, and then all your monsters would get buffed up. I'm not going to spoil exactly what's going to happen. Then we got Morptronics down at the bottom, another deck that's like from 5Ds, and really interesting. Morptronics can have some crazy plays because, you know, hard once per turns didn't exist back then, so a lot of the cards can be used over and over and over and over again, and you see a pretty explosive hand with, you know, Ortho Scorpio. Now, I'm not really used to seeing Reasoning in, I mean, like Morptronics, but I guess it can work because Morptronics have a bunch of like random levels. They have level 1s and stuff like that. They used to play 1-for-1 back in the day as well. Anyways, let me go ahead and shut up and roll this for you guys. All right, so Reasoning is going to be immediately hit with Ash Blossom. I don't know if I love or hate that Ash Blossom there, simply because, like, if you're playing against maybe something like Infernoids, you definitely want to Ash Blossom that. And it's like, well, what else really plays Reasoning? Like, you don't really expect your opponent to activate Reasoning and Brilliant Fusion in the same turn, but that's what's going to happen here. So, Ortho Scorpio. Get him that Brilliant Fusion, goes for Needle Fiber. He's going a little bit different here. Usually you see like Glow Up Bulb and then Summon Sorceress Cheese, but nope, this is a Morptronic deck, tried and true, and he's actually going into Shooting Riser Dragon. So I was like, whoa, this is definitely different. Not the same bullshit I'm used to seeing. Now he's just trying to get more Morptronic cards. Now keep in mind, he does have that Brilliant Fusion, so he does have himself a little bit of a backup plan to get to Morptronic. That's Selfon, I think. Yeah, that is Selfon. He is going to summon that off that second normal summon. And at this point, you're just trying to excavate a whole bunch of Morptronic cards and use these effects over and over again. Gonna go for Formula Synchron, and this is where we're gonna stop it right here. His board is actually looking pretty decent. He's got the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Bane on the field. Not a monster that you can take lightly, because it is 3,500 attack. It's very powerful. And let's see what else he can get off that Selfon. Selfon is basically, when you're playing Morptronics, you just want to use that effect like infinite amount of times. You want to constantly use that. He's going to go ahead and he's going to bring Red Dragon Archfiend back. That is obviously used for one of my favorite synchros, probably my favorite synchro in the game. And maybe if like Luna Lights or Gem Knights get a synchro, but until then, it is definitely Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss, where this guy has built-in negation and he's 3,200. So you've got some pretty big dragons on the field, but he's not done yet with the big dragons. He's gonna go for Borlo Dragon as well, and I'm not gonna lie, this is a very legitimate field because this guy has a little bit of negation built into him. This guy, we know how strong he is. He can cut monsters down. Your opponent can't respond. And then this guy is just a really big ass beater, and it's just a very strong card in general. So let's see exactly how he's going to counter. He's going to use that Jizukiru, get rid of the Hot Red Dragon Archfiend Abyss. Now he's going to summon all his Yobubus from the hand, and then check out the Leeching the Light cheese. People used to do this again to counter Master Hyperion. If you don't know what it does, basically, if your opponent controls a light monster on the field, all your monsters on your field gain attack equivalent to that light monster. So this is a pretty big fucking light monster. So watch this. All of the Yosenju monsters are going to skyrocket. And look at this, 5,100 attack, 4,800, 4,900. And what's really bad for him, the player who basically went first, the Morptronic player, is obviously he can bounce this Kaiju. So he's going to do that. He's going to get rid of the Bane too. And I don't think anyone is going to survive this. I mean, yeah, he summons 1,000 Blades, but bro, that is not enough to actually survive all of this, especially considering that he actually got the Sujin and he used it immediately just to make sure that he can maximize his damage. He searched that off the comma 3 because obviously he did do battle damage. And then my favorite part of this turn is the main phase 2 Cowboy for Game. Remember guys, I told you Cowboy for Game was going to be a thing again. See, this basically confirms it guys. Cowboy for Game is the next Zodiac. Anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this short duel. If you did, give the video a thumbs up. Thank you guys for watching. As always, subscribe if you have not already. Turn on that notification bell for daily videos.